It's almost like, you know, if I do this live, let me see if my stuff is working. Let's see. Oh my God, my camera's working. My mic is working. It's almost like a Christmas miracle. Yeah, it's almost like when I go live on these things on time. That's weird. That is very weird. So, yeah, how you doing, guys? Massive Beer Reviews. Back with an unboxing, and I'll tell you what. Let me get a little preachy right now. Go to my Well, here you go. So I'm so good at these that I ended up clicking out of the live stream window that I was using. So anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. It's been a long time since I've done a beer mail unboxing. I went and looked it up. I'm not going to do it again because I'm going to screw everything up again. And that last time I did a unboxing for beer was almost exactly a month ago. That's crazy talk. Usually the beers flow hard and fast here in Massive Beer Reviews, but it's like I did a beer mail like almost a month ago, but before that it was like a couple days before that, 2 in one day, a couple days before that, 3 in one day. It gets crazy. There was like 10 beer mails in a 30 to 60 day span, probably even more than that. But it's been a whole month. It's been very, very quiet. I don't know how you feel about that. I like getting beer mails. Not gonna lie, So it's been a minute since I've gotten one, but this beer mail actually comes from my boy, Flash Gordon. He sent me I blocked out his address here, so I wouldn't show it on camera, and I had to think about that for a hot second and see what was going on. So yeah, he wrote me a couple weeks ago, actually. What was it? I actually have it up here. So like 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, he's like, he's like, hey man, beer mails inbound. Go send some fun stuff. Kind of I dug this review, chit chat that you typically do and hang out and have all that kind of fun stuff. So I sent this off and it arrived today. Yeah. I feel like I'm rusty now. I haven't done a beer mail in so long, so now I have to actually get into this. My favorite part of Flash Gordon's beer mails, aside from the beer portion of the show is always the favorite portion of the show, is that they're always wrapped up like a package that somebody would send something back in like the olden days, like the 20s and stuff. It's like wrapped, and then as you can see, almost exclusively they're set in shoe boxes. So now what I'm going to do now, because Trader Joe's, just so everybody knows, he shops at Trader Joe's. Sort of wrapped, like, remember when you were a kid and like your mom like wrapped your textbooks in like the grocery store bags. That's kind of what he does. So now we have sneaker stuff, and I really, really, really want to judge his sneaker boxes, but this actually looks like it might have went to his wife as opposed to him. L&M, don't know what L&M is. Elemental Labs. So it's LMNT, Elemental Labs. I don't know what kind of sneakers these are. they sound fancy, but they're not his. So we will allow it. We'll not let her suffer the shame of me judging footwear, because I could judge footwear. I wear fucking New Balances. I'm that guy. I'm an old dad now. Before I was even a dad, I was a dad. But I actually have I have a good reason why I wear like shitty New Balance shoes, is that I have gigantic human feet. For those that don't know, like, you know, the normal shoe size doesn't apply to me. There's jokes about, genitalia and foot size correlate. They don't. I will be the first to test of that. And I wear size 16s, and I cannot wear normal shoes. So shoes are beyond me as far as sizing goes. Matt with 1T. Hope you enjoy these tasty brews. Cheers, Gordon. Done, son. That's the kind of letter I like. Don't have to read a lot. Let's dive into it. So it looks like we have 2 beers. I'm guessing we have 2, not just beers, bottles. So we have 2 bottles. I definitely know for a fact what one is. Well, yes, I do. There's a cane beer in here. I know that without a doubt. So let's get that up. Do that. So we'll open a cane first. Not be there stacking casks. Blend number 6. This be a bourbon barrel aged barley wine finished in Oloroso sherry casks. Look at that. He knows me all too well. He knows I'm going to forget who sent it to me. So that way I remember who sent it to me. I mean, Gordon, you're just killing it. And I must say that Gordon and I actually shared beers before previously in real life at Twin Elephant Brewing, pre-pandemic, obviously. And when he actually DM'd me on the old Instagrams, he's like, "Yeah, let me know when you're back down this way. Twin Elephant, we'll catch a beer together soon." That's gonna happen, dude. Like I'm back at it, man. Fully vaccinated. Wife is fully vaccinated. Kids healthy. I am primed and ready to kind of get back out there. So I will be at Twin Elephant probably. I would say within the next month, I will be back at Twin Elephant. So we will definitely be chugging a beer soon enough. Now I'm kind of excited to see what this stuff is. It's a smaller bottle. That's what we call mystery beers. That's cheap. Ooh, it's not dark. It's not dark. So it's a non-dark bottle of mystery beer. He has a shroud on the cap. So whatever's on the cap would tee me off or clue me in on what the beer is. Gordon. Oh, baby. What could this be? What could this beer be? It could be so many different things. It could be. Oh, man. Oh, I wish I could do this right now. Not right now as in on camera, but tonight. But I went out. We had date night. Me and the wifey had date night. So we went to a cidery very close to me. This is the weirdest part. I'm going to say this tangent wise. So like I live in the middle of nowhere in Jersey, so date night for me and my wife, we just had the baby. We've been purposely being like, okay, at least we're trying once a week for me and her to get out without the baby. Now, we're 4 months in. Our mother-in-law can watch the kid anytime. She's retired. And we're just like, oh, date night. If we can do it once a week, great. But try to do it at least once a week. So this week, we decided to do date night. Or we definitely did date night. And I was like, where do you want to go? And she's like, your choice. You go. And I was like, okay, there's a new brewery that opened in Pennsylvania, but it's only like less than 20 minutes away. They've been operating since right around the beginning of the pandemic, but they just started like letting people like hang out and drink beers on site. And I was like, let's go there. But my wife doesn't drink beer, and that's all they have. And BIE is kind of pigeonholed with that stuff. I was like, it's not fair. It's not fair to do to her. Was you guys sit there and not have a drink? They had food, whatever. And I looked up and I was like, you know what? There's this cidery that's like on the way. It's like 5 minutes away. I'm like, screw it. Let's go to the cidery first. Hang out. You could do a flight of cider. And then we can go to the other place. I'll have a couple beers. We'll eat and we'll leave. You know, we're gone for 2 hours, not even. And I was like, okay, I'll go to the cidery. We'll see what's what. And I'm like, I'm not a big cidery guy, you know. Not that I don't like cider. I think it's tasty, but prior to me being on medication for my heartburn, it was like instant heartburn. So it's almost like this negative connotation in my brain. But I was like, screw it, we'll go. And because I like the taste, it just killed me. So I was like, screw it, let me look up their tap list of the ciders they have. And they have this big long tap list. And they're like, okay, we have this wine too. And I was like, okay, I'm not a big wine guy, but they had a bunch of like, apple wines and stuff like that, like fruited wines outside of grapes I'm actually can get down with. Plum wine, apple wine, things like that. And there were a lot of them were like gin barrel aged, like bourbon barrel aged, stuff like that. I was like, okay, fine. I scroll down there, like, we have beer on draft too. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. And I look and I was like, okay, local place, the place we're going to go to, that farm brewery. I had one of their beers on draft. I was like, okay. And then there was like, another Pennsylvania brewery, Long Trail. Is that right? Long Trail? I think that's the name of them. Anyway, I've reviewed some of their beers. I was like, okay. And then they're like, yeah, we have these 3 cans of fucking Dancing Gnome. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how was this like cidery in the middle of nowhere, like ripping out Dancing Gnome cans? Like for those that don't know, like Dancing Gnome is like, like a wait in line hazy brewery out of Pittsburgh. I was like, what? Okay, I can go to this like cidery like 15 minutes from my house and like rip like 3 different like Dancing Gnome beers. It doesn't make sense, but I'm like, I don't care if it makes sense. I'm gonna go. So I ended up going there. I ended up drinking their apple wine that was bourbon barrel aged, which is really effing delicious, and I ended up ripping a Dancing Gnome can. So that was kind of fun. So yeah, we did date night, and then we went to the other brewery. Had like 2 beers, a porter and a pale ale. We came home. So I'm not in mystery beer mode. That's stacking casks, though. That might get done tonight. And I will record it, and it will go up. I promise you. Gordon, because I know sometimes that shit don't happen. So, yeah, that is a fun little haul. I actually ended up posting something about, like, if anybody wants to hang real quick on this thing. I don't think that's going to happen, because I kind of think I just want to just go review this beer. Let's see what everybody's saying. Keith, I can jump on in about 30 minutes. That's not happening, Keith. Not happening, bud. So we're gonna cut this short. Thank you very much, brother, for sending these off. It's very cool. I mean, you know how I love the cane barrel aged stuff, and the mystery beer just has me all kinds of hot and bothered. So I'm not quite sure. This is getting drank tomorrow. That's it. Tomorrow, mystery beers tomorrow. But thank you very much, brother. Very cool for you to send these off. And honestly, you're talking about a 15.5% bourbon barrel aged barley wine on Oloroso. What's Oloroso again? Sherry. It says it right there. It's a sherry cast. That's how I know it. I know Oloroso from J.W. Lee's, I think, might have did Oloroso stuff maybe in the past. But there you go. So how about that? So there you go, guys. A little bit of beer mill unboxing. It's been a month since I've done one. Shaking my finger in disgust over you guys not sending me copious amounts of beer and Constance. It's a joke, by the way. So there you go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little unboxing. 2 bangers, 1 mystery, 1 non. Hopefully you guys are enjoying some good beers right now. That's the most important part. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the videos, the travel videos I've been making. Like, I always went out of my way not to record stuff when I travel because I didn't want to ruin my experience. I didn't want to have to worry about like recording and playing to the camera and doing all that bullshit. So what I did was I did the opposite. I'm recording and talking while I'm driving. And while I'm at the brewery hanging out and drinking, I just plop a camera down and hit record. Whatever comes out, comes out. Most of the time, I'm not actually showing me talking during that portion of the show. It's more of like B-roll, like time-lapse stuff. I'm cool with that. You guys seem to like it. You seem to dig it. People are getting down with it. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those videos. So, yeah, there you go. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little quick unboxing. Hopefully you're enjoying this great summer weather. Hopefully you're anticipating the Beertuberpalooza 2021 blowout. We're almost at a 1 month warning now. We're only 5 days away from a 1 month warning. It's gonna be a blast. Let's put it that way. So there you go. Hope we'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.